Hello, my name is Katie Deyo. I'm going to start with telling you a little bit about myself. I gave my life to Jesus 25 years ago on a college campus. I have served God all of those years, many of them in vocational ministry. I am called to share the most difficult part of my story. It is not a sad story, but a story of faith, provision, and overcoming. 4 years ago, I was living my dream. My ministry career was on fire. I was raising 5 kids with a plan to adopt them. I was walking and growing in my relationship with God. One day, following a crazy, stressful week, I was exhausted and at the end of my rope and at a public park with my 5 foster kids. I had a bad mom moment where I did not act in a way that I'm proud of. Somebody from a distance recorded a video less than 20 seconds long, taken out of context with no sound. It made me look really bad, and it made me look like I was hurting one of the kids. We pulled it together. We had a good day with the kids. That night, after everyone was in bed, a police officer shows up at my house. He won't tell me what's going on or why he's there, but he insists on checking the kids for bruises. He left, finding nothing. I called the social worker, as I'm required to if police are in my home. Out of precaution, Children's Services took the kids out of my house, and I've never seen them since. In the weeks and months to follow, through an advertisement in the mail, I found out there was a warrant for my arrest. The court system where this incident took place was experiencing a crackdown on minor crime in order to reduce repeat offenders. The prosecutor wanted jail time. I had no choice but to plea to a different charge and served years in probation. Because of this incident, I lost my house. I lost my ordination. I lost my ability to ever adopt or become a mom, which was the biggest dream I've ever had. I also lost my mind. I struggled for the first time ever in my life with suicidal thoughts. I lost myself, my kids, my job, my identity, and my purpose. I was living in fear and shame. I pushed everyone away, and I was utterly hopeless. What I did have was parents who loved me, godly women who didn't let me push them away. They held me together. They reminded me of God's promises, and they stood with me in the pain. I also had a strong and very real relationship with Jesus. I was mad at him, but he's big enough to take that. It has been a slow and painful path to recovery. I didn't know what, why, or when, but I knew who had me. Jesus never let me go and always provided for me. With the last bit of energy I had, I clung to Jesus by my fingernails. The first time I heard this song, it felt like somebody wrote it from my soul. and I knew it to be true. I wasn't made to be tending a grave. I was called by name, born and raised back to life again. I was made for more. So why would I make a bed in my shame when a fountain of grace is running my way? I am yours, and I was made for more. Through a lot of prayer and a lot of therapy, what I have now is godly women who are always available to me. I have a new house, a new car, a new career, and a new dream. I have a new purpose in life. I have a growing relationship with God who has provided for me with abundance. And just recently, I have hope for the future. Again, every day is still hard. It might always be. I have to continually remind myself He buried my past and I'm not going back because I have a future worth the living. I am not living the life I wanted. I am not living the dream I carried for decades. But I am living a life that honors and obeys God. 1 John 5 says, that makes me an overcomer. Thank you for listening to my story.